everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today we're going to be doing pop a cake. You know, I've told y'all a dozen times I have to keep him something. So we're doing a, let me check the date on this, okay? Yep, okay. So we're going to make, this is a German chocolate cake mix. This is one of the cakes that one of my followers sent me, and now we're going to make him a little cake. Okay, first of all, we're going to do the German chocolate. This is by Duncan Hines German chocolate cake mix. Okay, and I'm going to do 1 cup of milk instead of 1 cup of water. I'm going to do 1 stick of butter instead of a half a cup of oil, or oil is what as I say, oil. But I have to say oil when I'm putting in my, when I'm talking in my text into my phone, when I'm answering messages, I have to say oil, or it doesn't understand me. It doesn't understand my country slang. Okay, then we're going to mix that just a little bit, just to get it sort of started. Then I'm going to do eggs. Well, I'm just going to use my container here instead of dirtying up something extra. We're going to do 4 eggs. Pop has to have something sweet. And he just finished the last piece of the pineapple cake. And so he let me know by leaving the dirty dishes this morning in the sink for me that it's time to do another one. That's sort of funny, but that's all right. I don't care. I like to cook and bake. So he just lets me know when he's finished up his last piece. He was laughing, telling somebody the other day, he said, she has to keep me something. She has to keep me something to snack on. Now, I'm going to put in about 1/4 of a cup, 1/4 to a half a cup of sour cream, okay? That's about 1/4 of a cup. I'm going to put in about a half a cup. Half a cup of sour cream. And then I didn't know which one. I put these out. You remember I told y'all, I think I rubbed sour cream on my face. But I got these at the Dollar Tree. And I've just never heard of Snickers flavored or Dove flavored, you know, the Dove chocolate, or the Milky Way. I think I'm going to use the Milky Way. The Milky Way. And this box is a 3.25 ounce. 3.25 ounce. It's like one of the bigger things of, gosh, a molasses. That smells so good I can inhale that. Just inhale it right down. That's so good. Okay. I'm going to keep on till I lose some of my stuff. Splattering it around here, aren't I? I'm going to grab my mixer. After I get this off of my thing, I can't stand to think of that good flavor from that pudding getting lost on some soapy water after I wash it. It's been a day, young'uns, I'm telling you. It just seemed like certain days, I don't know if y'all are like this, but certain days it just seems like that you think to yourself, how do I function? And and I've been cooking today and just struggling. Isn't that awful? Let me grab my mixer. Let's put a teaspoon. Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm putting in 2 teaspoons of homemade vanilla. Then we're going to mix this up. I'm going to beat it probably for a couple of minutes. And we'll be back. Okay, we got that cake beat up. I went back and forth while I was doing that. Do I want to do it in a Bundt pan? And then I think to myself, well, what takes up less room in the refrigerator? Because usually, whatever, I make some kind of icing that needs to be refrigerated. Then now I'm taking the recipe that it's on my site for pan coating. Y'all know I've did this pan coating probably about over 4 years ago, and there's so many people that use it. So many. So let's get this all coated up. Well, I'm just about finished right here. We're going to put our cake in there. We've got our cake, our oven heated up to 350, okay? I had a woman, she sent me a message the other day and she said, Nan, my cake fell all to pieces. And I said, well, honey, did you use the pan coating? No, I sprayed it. I said, then don't call me and send me a message. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't help your cake stuck to your pan and fell all to pieces. Ain't nothing to do with me, young'uns. I give you a recipe. You just got to make it. And this is so simple. Hang on a minute. I didn't want to get all that in my brush because I didn't want to waste it. So I'm going to go ahead and just rub that brush out in here, okay? But it sure will keep your cake from sticking, for sure. Now, I'm going to pour my cake into my pan. Now listen, I don't want you all to get the idea that the only kind of recipes that I do is low carb and low sugar, because that's not true. I do a mixture. Not everybody wants sugar-free or low sugar. Not everybody is diabetic. And so my husband is not, and he doesn't care for the sugar-free things. So I make these things for him. You know, just because that I can't have them doesn't mean he's punished and he can't have them. Okay? So don't, you know, I get behind the scenes messages and they'll say, well, that wasn't low, that's not low keto, or that's not sugar. I'm like, I didn't say it was. You know, I didn't. It's going to be some noise. Put your fingers in your ears. Now, I'm going to pop this in a 350 oven. And we will see how long. I'll try to remember to tell y'all how long I'll leave it in there, okay? Okay, it's time to get the icing going. And I'll just tell you, I'm exhausted. We made it through supper. Now my cake is nice and cool and ready for the icing. I baked it 1 hour, okay? I've got 3. This is Milky Way bars. Let's see what else. Hang on a minute. I don't know if I'll need any more or not, but this is 3 regular size bars. We're just going to cut these up in small pieces. I'm going to tell y'all something. I was planning on doing a coconut icing for this cake. And I got just a little pinch underneath of the cake. You talk about that Milky Way flavor. It had the Milky Way flavor. And I said, no, I can't wait on this. So I can't use it with I can't use a coconut icing. It's more to the caramel flavor. So I'm going to put about 1/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. I was going to use some carnation milk. I call it carnation, but it's, I'm so tired. It was just evaporated milk is what I was going to use. So if you don't have heavy whipping cream, then just start out with about 1/4 of a cup. Now this is just a made-up Nan made-up icing, okay? So let's get this in here. If I have to have a little bit more, I will use some of these small ones here. Let's go over to the stove, okay? I'm heating up my heavy cream. I just threw one of these little ones in there. So I put about 3 more of those little miniature, small, bite-sized candy bars in there. Let's get something to stir it with. Okay. I don't splatter it everywhere. We're gonna we're gonna clean up this mess. Absolutely clean up this mess. Look at this. Oh my. Let me get it cleaned up. We are melting. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit, but we're melting it really good. I'm going to put just a few, about 1/4 of a cup of semi-sweet chocolate morsels in there. I'm going to let every bit of this melt down. Then we're going to pour this over our cake. You don't want to bring it up too high. Let it melt slow till it's totally melted. I run back by the Everything's $1. That's where I got my, and grabbed, that made 1/2 cup. I went ahead and put 1/2 cup in there, okay? So it's going to show you. I got some. She said it'd been flying off the shelf at Everything's $1. They also had a sugar-free sprinkles red velvet cupcake. Is what this pudding's called. She said she just had it, and she said it was delicious. Got another Dove. And this is called Margaritaville sugar-free pudding and pie filling. It's coconut key lime. And I thought, I'm going to try that. All those came from Everything's $1, okay? I call it Everything's $1. It's not, it's $1.25 now. But it's Dollar Tree. I believe I can turn this off now and just let it sit here on the heat for a few minutes, and it'll be totally done. I'm going to take a spoon Oh my goodness. This is just an experimental thing. I've never saw it done. So let's remember what I put in here. I put half a cup of heavy whipping cream, a half a cup, one morsel left, half a cup of semi-sweet morsels, 3 full-size Milky Ways, and 3 fun size or bite size or whatever they call them. Okay, let's put it on the cake. Here we go. You can see the cake is moist and spongy. Good. This is going to be delicious. I probably could need to let this set here for a little while and just start to cool. But since this cake has been cooled for a couple hours, I'm going to go ahead and pour this onto it. Now this will, it'll firm up, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you want to make a cake that will knock somebody's socks off, this will be the one. Uh-oh, I got a little spillage over here on this side. Don't nobody come this way. Got a little bit of dripping over here. Hang on a minute. Grab me a bowl to rest my spoon in. Uh-oh. Now, let's clean this mess up and we'll be back. Oh, my. Young'uns, you know I can't taste it. I can't. We just ate supper, or I'd make Pop come in here and try a bite with his jammies on. I just know by the crumb that I ate off of when I tossed my cake right out there. It was it was absolutely delicious, and I thought, I can't go the coconut way. I need to go the caramel way so that it pulls out the caramels that are in the Milky Way. So I thought, I went and looked up my old recipe that I have that I've tried and true, and I thought, no, I don't want just a caramel one. I'm going to make Pop take me to get some Milky Ways. So we made it that way. And remember, a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. I used, I think, 3 full-size Milky Way bars and 3 of the little bite-sized ones, and throw them in there. And a half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate. If you want more of the caramel flavor, don't put the chocolate in. Just let that melt and put in maybe, a couple tablespoons of the semi-sweet, because that did give it, that heightened the flavor of the chocolate. So if you want it to taste more to the caramel, be sure and put less of the semi-sweet morsels in there. But I hope you get a chance to make this cake. I've got to get in there and try to do the recipe for you all. It seems like I'm not getting very many comments on the recipes, or not very many comments on the pictures. And if that keeps up, I'm going to stop putting the recipe on there. Y'all can write it down, because if nobody acts like they're interested in it, then that's just wasting my time. I mean, really. So, you know, if you want more recipes to be put on there, you need to comment. And please, on the picture, if y'all don't mind, I sure would appreciate it. That lets Facebook know I need to put it on there for you all. Well, I'm going to go and tell y'all that I love yous and appreciate you so very much. Appreciate you coming in every day with me and watching in the mornings. I sure do appreciate that. And liking and following my page. Thank you for doing that. And thank you for sharing my videos with the people on your page. I appreciate that, young'uns. I want you to know that that the good Lord loves you so very much. Don't ever forget that, okay? And that I love y'all too. Pray for you every day, constantly. You're on my mind and in my heart. So I will let you go, and we will do another recipe next time. We'll see what Nan's crazy mind can come up with. Okay? We'll see you next time. Love y'all. Bye-bye.